Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delay. I am officially here. I am back streaming for the first time in 4 months. Four of the longest months, but I am so delighted that I'm back here today talking to all of you guys properly for the first time in 4 months. It's been absolutely insane. The first time in 2024 as well. It has been absolutely manic, but I'm so delighted today I found time. And quite honestly, in all honesty, I've not watched many games this season. You know, with my predictions, a lot of it has really just been down to highlights that I've been seeing. So I'm really excited to see how each team is looking from 90 minutes, really. I want to see the progress Huddersfield have made with their new manager. And for West Brom, I want to see if they are going to be playing like an outfit that is fit to be in the top six. You know, I want to see all of that because I think definitely at the start of the season, or at least the last time when I watched it, West Brom were a little bit off it in getting into the top six, and Huddersfield were kind of grinding out results. Really, we could maybe still see an essence of that, considering that Huddersfield are now in the bottom three due to them not playing yesterday. This is a crucial game for them. You know, I think any game now, if for that team, for any teams like in the bottom quarter of the championship, are gonna be crucial, like a cup final, because it's incredibly competitive and it really can swing either way. So I am really intrigued to see how we get on. Let's say hello to everyone who's here. Vijay, welcome. What's up, Gordon fan? Great to see you. Welcome to the stream. GSGN, welcome as well. Good to see you. Emily, hello. Daniel as well. I am doing well, Daniel. How are you? It's good to see you. Huddersfield are going to beat West Brom 2-1. Yes, leave your predictions here as well. That would be fantastic as well. We'll preview the lineups. We'll go through the results as well. And naturally, any questions that you've been saving up for me for 4 months straight, I should be able to answer them. I am looking forward to the game, Daniel. I am actually enjoying the fact I can watch a 90-minute game without being distracted or having to do any sort of errands. You know, I've been full of studying really at the moment. I've got up to 4 more exams before I become a chartered accountant, which is quite exciting. I've taken one literally days ago. And if I pass that, that means I've only got 3 more left to do to become fully chartered accountant qualified, which is quite exciting in a way. And it might actually open a branch of me to maybe look into some finance football and stuff like that, which I think is quite exciting. You know, if you take Kieran Maguire out of the equation, there's not really many influential financial football experts in that market. So I do think there's a gap within that area. You're looking forward to the big game today, Liverpool Man City, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to catch up with that as well. Obviously, I mean, actually, I don't think it will overlap with this one. So yeah, I'm really gonna have a chill day today. I'm gonna be watching as many of the games as I can, and I am excited. And big pressure as well. Arsenal won yesterday by the skin of their teeth. So it's really just down to that game to see can Man City win and get back to around top of the table, or if Liverpool draw, you know, they won't be able to overtake Arsenal. So I think a draw is going to be the best result for Arsenal, of course. It's going to be interesting. Was a Graham fans thinking 3-1. How do I feel about Ipswich? Well, to be fair, Ipswich have not lost many times at all this season, so I've not really felt bad about it, which is strange for me to say, but Ipswich have only lost 5 games, considering how they've played in quite a few periods of the season. But I just had a feeling. I predicted a Cardiff win. Reverse fixture, Cardiff looked very good. Ipswich won 3-2 in the end of that reverse fixture, but honestly, it could have been 3 or 4 for Cardiff before half time in that reverse fixture game. And even when Kiefer Moore scored, which when he did score, I did make the comment that maybe Ipswich might get a result from a Kiefer Moore goal. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I probably actually jinxed it in the favour of Ipswich. But then 8 minutes of added time, and unfortunately, with a lot of Ipswich games, even though that they accrue so much added time. I don't think there's been a single game I've been to for Ipswich, or I've watched a single game that has been less than 5 minutes added time. It's just constant added time all the time with Ipswich. So when I saw it was 8 minutes, and even when I didn't see Cardiff taking a shot in that second half, I was thinking I've got a bad feeling, because it's the worst time I think for them to score. I think with 10 minutes left plus 5 to 10 minutes of stoppage time, that's still plenty of time for any team to come back. And lo and behold, Callum O'Dowda did in the 100th minute. Overtime, maybe, but you would argue because Cardiff got that equaliser, they earned that extra time. So that. It is what it is, and I think attacking wise, Ipswich are proving that they can be in the mix around the top part, but the defense part of it, you know, is shambolic. there's not really much many words I could say. It's shambolic. So ultimately, I do think Ipswich have lucked out a bit, considering the amount of points that they've earned at this stage of the season. I'm not discrediting what they've done already this season, because it's spectacular. You know, I feel like was it Southampton was the last team that got back-to-back promotions, I think it was? Or was it Norwich? Yeah, Norwich or Southampton, one of those two teams were the last two to get back-to-back promotions. And it shows, because it's absolutely rare to go through back-to-back promotions, no matter how good you are or what sort of team you've got. It's really down to the away games, I find. They've got some really tough games coming up. They've still got Watford to play, where I think they, under a new manager, Tom Cleverley, they could improve results. They've got Middlesbrough still to play. They've got Norwich still to play. That, for me, is the big game. If they... because it's a Carrow Road as well, and Norwich would need to try and secure their place in the top six following the fact that Hull dropped points against Leicester. Norwich are now 6th. So personally, I do think Ipswich will finish 3rd in the end, because personally, I think Leeds might win the league. Because I think Leicester at this moment of time have actually got some tough games coming up. Leeds, I don't think have too bad of a run in now, and I can see Leeds I think I can see Leeds winning the league with Leicester 2nd, and then there's no chance, in my opinion, that Ipswich will overtake Leicester. So I think that's how it's going to be, and then it will just be a question: can Southampton? Okay, I think we're back. We just briefly disconnected. I don't know what happened there. My computer just suddenly decided, okay, no more stream, but I managed to save it. Lost in extra time of the second half. Yeah, I know, but it is what it is, isn't it? With Arsenal winning, both Liverpool and City have to go for the win. I can imagine it could be 0-0, but predicted a 3-3. I want it to be a 3-3. I think it could be a 1-1 game. If it's not 1-1, then I do fancy City more than Liverpool to get the win, based on the fact that Liverpool got a load of injuries at the moment. Yeah, so Daniel, I think it's going to be 1-1. Do I think Southampton can make it back? I think Southampton have got too many fragilities at the back for me. They definitely would be the favourites, I think, in the playoffs. I still consider them to be stronger favourites than Ipswich, but I don't know. I think West Brom and Norwich, if Hull go in, they'll have some strengths as well. Excuse me. We can't discredit Coventry either. I think Coventry have got a chance as well. I would have backed Preston, but for the fact that Preston lost out against Stoke yesterday, I think it's going to be too much for them, personally. Who do I think will win the Premier League? Ooh, that's a tough question, that. It is tough. I still back City to do it. I think Liverpool have been hit with injuries at the worst time. They're grinding out results still. Today's game is going to be really the big one. If Liverpool can hold their nerve and get a result, then maybe a small chance they could, but it's going to be very difficult for them. Good morning, Ma. How was Watford? I noticed you did make the away trip there. With the controversy that went round in the build-up to that game, it was going to be an interesting one. I did back Coventry to win 3-1 in the end, where it ended 2-1 in the end, which I do think was fair by the looks of things. I mean, by what I've seen and what I've saw within the highlights, it looked like the Watford were low in confidence, which, you know, right now, if their home form is as abysmal as it is, of course you're going to be low in confidence. And Coventry quite rightly capitalised on that. But how did you react to the news of Ishmael leaving within a couple of hours after that result? Tom Cleverley now stepping up as interim manager momentarily. Man City has not lost a match since December 2023. Quite impressive there. Ethan saying West Brom will win today. Okay, guys, make sure you leave your predictions in the comments down below in the chat. I think I predicted 2-1 to West Brom, if I remember my predictions. But I'm definitely not discrediting the chance of Huddersfield getting something here. I think this is crucial for Huddersfield, though. They have fallen into the bottom three due to the teams around them getting results yesterday. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on Huddersfield. I'm not surprised they sacked him. I feel like, in a way, it's one of these poison chalice moments. So what I mean by that is that they signed Ishmael on a long-term deal early on in the season. They had impressive results at the start of the season. They were hit by a couple of injuries in their forward line and went through a couple of games struggling to find the ball in the back of the net. And then ultimately, they just never recovered when those players returned to full fitness. And unfortunately now, you've got a manager that looks completely frustrated. You've got a squad lacking in confidence. And ultimately, that's what happens. That is exactly what happens. And unfortunately, the ownership giving Ishmael that long-term contract have made themselves look a little bit silly now, because they've now kind of returned into the way that Watford operate, which is dismissing managers. If Liverpool Man City ends in a draw, so does City Arsenal. All three teams win the remaining games. Liverpool we are 94, 92 and 91. I mean, that is an insane title race enough as it is. I mean, personally, it's going to be... I don't know. I do have a very bad feeling Liverpool could potentially fall away. I don't want to underestimate Liverpool, because I do think that there's something going on with them in a positive way this season. But I do think the injuries they've got are going to eventually catch up to them. They've got a short turnaround of games. Of course, they've got Europa League to deal with as well. I do think it's going to eventually catch up onto them. Arsenal intrigue me because they've started 2024 like a house on fire. But then last game, obviously, a couple of changes, including their goalkeeper, since Raya couldn't face against his former club. Yeah, that was definitely an unspeakable moment. And I feel like a lot of six-star goalkeepers would have been in this position, which I do feel sorry for him for. Thank you for the questions, guys. My first stream in 4 months, and honestly, I've absolutely missed it. Who'd you fancy for 5th and 6th? Oh my goodness, that is such a tough question. In fact, best way to check, let's look at the table. So, I've not done this in a while. Let's see if the capture wants to capture. All right, it doesn't want to capture, but please, there we go. That's not so bad. Brilliant. So, okay, so currently West Brom and Norwich operate 5th and 6th. This, Norwich have not been in the top 6 all that much this season, but you've got to praise how they've recovered to get back into the top 6. I've just seen that Mickey Johnston thunderstrike against QPR. What a lone signing he's turned out to be for West Brom. So anyway, you've got West Brom, Norwich. I consider Hull, Coventry as the two other realistic ones. I think Preston downwards, I don't believe will get top 6. I know it's a 5-point gap. And Preston with a game in hand, if they beat Southampton, I know they could close the gap to Coventry by 1 point. But personally, I do think it's going to be too tough for Preston downwards to get into the top 6. I think Middlesbrough's upturn in form has happened too late within the season as well. Cardiff as well, you know, they're playing really well, Cardiff, at the moment, but I do think it's going to be tough for them. Personally, I think it's either Norwich, Hull, Coventry, or West Brom. I might need to look at the running of games to help me decide, but if I'm going to make a guess, I don't know. I think West Brom will stay. I think West Brom, if they win today especially, I think West Brom will stay 5th. 6th, however, I don't know. So Hull have got a drawing streak at the moment, which could be an issue for them. But they have had some tough games recently. Hull still have Ipswich to play, though. That I do know for a fact. Is one of the last games that they've got. Norwich also have Ipswich to play, but they've also got a couple of other ones. And I'm not sure about Norwich's away form, to be quite honest. It was obviously it was a bad result against Middlesbrough, but in unfortunate circumstances with Borges Sainz getting sent off in pretty unfortunate circumstances. I think the table is going to be West Brom 5th. Because Matt's here, I'll back Coventry 6th. Then I think it'll be Hull 7th, and I think Norwich will be 8th. The reason I think Norwich will be 8th is their away form and their defence, because personally I think those are two factors that will prevent them staying there, personally. I mean, look at this bottom, I can't even count at the moment, 3, 6, 8, bottom 8. You think now with Millwall's improvement under Neil Harris that they've got themselves to safety. Swansea have got themselves a bit of breathing space now as well. They've actually got to play later today against Bristol City, so they could even extend that gap even further and actually put Bristol City further danger. And in fact, they can overtake Watford, which probably tells you the desperation Watford have. You know, I don't think they'll go down at this stage. That could be famous last words for them since it's only a 7-point gap. But Watford are certainly not getting top 6. That's a certainty. And they would probably have to lose every single game, Watford, to have any sort of chance of getting relegated, to be quite honest. Sunderland, I think 47 points should be safe. But that form, though, is absolutely atrocious. They are certainly missing Jack Clark, who has got a long-term injury. Wolves have been very good this season. Yeah, if we're going to talk about the Premier League, yeah, absolutely. They've been fantastic this season, Wolves. I know exactly what I'm doing, Matt. If Huddersfield win or draw today, it will be chaos for the bottom of the top 6 races. I mean, it will be. It absolutely will be. I think West Brom have done good enough just to stay that tiny bit ahead of everyone else. You know, when they lost that game there against Southampton and you had the other teams winning around them, the gap was close. But since then, 2 wins, 2 draws, they've just been accruing enough points to keep them away from getting dragged out. And I do think a lot of teams in that region, they've got so many tough games coming up. And form has been pretty inconsistent from all of those teams. You know, Hull have gone on an unbeaten streak, but it's full of draws, really. You know, the only other teams in around that top part of the table maintaining some consistency with their forms and picking up so many points is Cardiff, really, at the moment, which I do think is going to be very difficult for them to get into that top 6 at the moment. Not impossible. I'm not going to completely rule them out, but I personally wouldn't predict them. But who knows with 5 points? I think, yeah, you kind of a strange team. Their season has really just summed up like a sandwich, you know. 2 great exteriors, but a really bad interior, really. Because they had a really bad middle part of the season. If I was to predict the bottom 3 now, I mean, Rotherham are down. Rotherham are down. And then I'm going to have to look at the run-in for the rest of the other teams. I do fear for Plymouth, personally, because I think their away form is not strong. Blackburn are going on I think Blackburn, other than Rotherham, are the team with the longest winless streak in the bottom half, so I do fear for them as well. Stoke with 2 wins in 3 might actually do enough to escape. QPR, I think, are playing good enough. I mean, Birmingham, look at that. 3 defeats and 4. They're not going to have Mowbray back this season due to his surgery. Birmingham might be one to keep your eyes on. It's not looking really safe for them. Okay, so before we go back to the full screen, let's preview the teams. So, I've not done this for 4 months. I'm absolutely thrilled to be back. And thank you guys so much for the terrific support. I can only apologise for being so absent, really, this year. My first stream of 2024 in the middle of March. But as I've regurgitated many times in my videos, I've just been studying, really, to gain professional chartered accountancy qualification. I've taken one of the exams a couple of days ago. If that's a pass, I've only got 3 more left to do. And if I do finish them all and pass them all, I should actually be qualified by the middle of 2025, which is scary to say the least. And who knows what opportunities that can open. It could mean I could be some football finance sort of guru. We'll see. So Huddersfield's team looks like this. You've got Nichols, Pearson, Healy, Tom Lees, Spencer, Kasumu, Hogg, Rudoni, Healy with Buzog, and Sorba Thomas up front. Sorba Thomas, by the way, very underrated. West Brom's team, you've got Palmer. I still remember one of the spectacular saves he made against Leeds right at the start of the season. Quality goalkeeper for the Championship. Reach, Bartley, Cedric Kipre, the second goalkeeper in that other game for West Brom against QPR. Darnell Furlong, Yoksulu, Alex Moat. There's Johnston, who they got in from Celtic. What a loan signing he's turned out to be at the moment. Diangala, Jed Wallace, and Andre Vyman. I've got to say, that West Brom side is strong. I can understand why they're right up there in the Championship now. So, it's like time's disappearing because we only got 5 minutes to kick off. Right, so guys, if you've not left your predictions yet, do so now because we've only got 5 minutes until we're going to see what sort of shenanigans we're going to see at the John Smith Stadium. I predicted 2-1 for West Brom. I'm hoping for a good game. I really hope for my long-awaited return to streaming. We're going to have a fierce contest. Rotherham are done for. I mean, they were done for weeks ago. When I saw that they had QPR and Sheffield Wednesday back-to-back, I said they needed 6 points. They got 0 points. So they are more than done. They are absolutely finished. Wolves Coventry were good next week. Oh, absolutely, yeah. We got FA Cup to think about. That is insane. Could you imagine if Coventry go through to the next round of the FA Cup? That would be insane. Absolutely insane. Chelsea have got Leicester to contend with, which I think will be an interesting contest, actually. What have we got? Thank you for everyone tuning in. If you've not smashed the like button, by the way, please do so. It really helps the growth of this channel. I've not actually checked how we're doing the subs, actually. In fact, I've actually not got the sub count open. I need to remember how I did it because I was able to do it in the past, but now I don't know how to do it. So I'll figure it out. Yeah, West Brom 5th. Currently, win today, they could be only 10 points behind Southampton. I mean, it's going to be very difficult to catch Southampton for West Brom. So you would arguably say that the top 4 is looking secured. It's just who's going to finish in what position, which is absolutely, crazy in itself. The competitiveness and the standard, I don't think I've seen anything like it. I really haven't. So I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Right. Managed to find it. Fancy a Chelsea Coventry semi-final. Oh, I would absolutely take it. If there was any excuse for me to go to a Chelsea game, it'd be that moment there. It really, really would. I mean, to be fair, they probably would be the tickets I can really only afford, to be quite honest. Wolves versus Chelsea could be possible as well. That would be interesting. And I think Wolves have had the better of Chelsea this season, so I wouldn't back Chelsea to get anything out of that. I think the fact that Chelsea have got a Championship side in Leicester, they've been done quite favourably in that game, really. The only results that have actually quite impressed me this season for Chelsea was the draw against Liverpool at the start of the season, the draw against Man City, so no wins so far, and the League Cup, not League Cup, I still call it League Cup, the Carabao Cup result against Newcastle. Those are the 3 results that, to me, actually stand out Chelsea season. The rest, I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? So, yeah, less said about Chelsea, the better. And I'm glad in a way because we've got a Championship game, so it gives me a perfect excuse not to mention it. 4-1 Spurs win. They've got Villa today, haven't they? I think I predicted 3-2 Spurs when I did my work colleagues' set of Premier League predictions. So, I don't know. I see many goals. I think both sides will concede quite a fair bit. I think it's going to be 3-2 Spurs. Newcastle United 91-92 almost suffered relegation to the 3rd tier. Oh, to Chelsea. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the score... to be fair, the scoreline definitely complimented Chelsea quite a fair bit, considering we had 2 extra men on the field. I almost forgot about that. I think it was in a way that despite the brilliant result, the media were really, really piling in on Chelsea, but they did not kill off Spurs sooner. And Spurs at that way were really on the media's side. They were top of the league. They were playing some really attractive football. This was the day where things went wrong, and then ultimately now the media were upset that Chelsea burst their bubble. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I was pleased for Jackson, but I saw it from a mile away. I didn't see it as a turning point, and lo and behold, it wasn't. So you say Spurs 2-1 against Aston Villa. Right, we have got literally 1 more minute for kickoff. So I've absolutely missed this. Right, I need to get the timer. I need to remember how I'm doing all of this. I'm still kind of thinking, is this what I do now? It's game time. Matt's supporting Huddersfield. I mean, yeah, you would want Huddersfield to pick up 3 points at the moment. Coventry really need all the opportunities possible for either Norwich, Hull, or West Brom to drop points. So this is a big opportunity for that to be the case. And I think they could get something. I'm not completely ruling them out, even though I am predicting a West Brom win. I do think Huddersfield, with the new managerial bounce, they can definitely get something from that. They absolutely could. Everyone's just taking pictures with the mascots. There's Matt Pearson. Got for a 2-2 Desmond. Well, I'm pleased that you think there's going to be some goals. There's their new managers. Andre Breitenreiter. What a name. In the remaining 2 games, Newcastle had to play Portsmouth and Leicester. 2 promotion challenges to survive. Wow. It's huge for Newcastle, that. It looks like it's going to be West Brom that kickoff, if I can make a guess. Ben's just uploaded, by the way. In fact, well, 2 Bens are both uploading. One's just uploaded a video and one is streaming this game as well. So we've got a lot going on at the moment. So it's fair to say you've got plenty of coverage, which is absolutely delightful. Right, it's Huddersfield that's kicking off, actually. See, it's Saul with Thomas standing over the ball. Oh, wait. They have to take the knee first. I think Berzog, I think, forgot about that. Right, here we go. They've got everything ready. Come on, blow the whistle. It's over 12 o'clock now. Come on. What are you doing? Referee's not happy. There we go. Finally, they've kicked off. I don't know how. I can't believe they dragged that on. Huddersfield immediately try and dink a ball, but it's well defended by Cedric Kipre. Huddersfield looking like they're pressing quite aggressively, which I think will make this quite interesting. Here's Darnell Furlong keeping possession for West Brom. Carl Bartley. Sorba Thomas, who he's already trying to mix it up with Bartley and Furlong. So one thing I've seen already, Huddersfield looking pretty solid at this moment of time. West Brom, I think, are going to dominate the ball, and West Brom looking a little bit more patient at this moment of time. So I think it's going to be quite interesting. Here's Cedric Kipre kind of running up from the pitch. Was tackled there. Pearson throwing to Huddersfield. Oh, good steal from Sorba Thomas, and he wins a free kick to Huddersfield. Alex Moat conceding the foul there. So let's just actually look at what other games we've got as well, because we do have Aston Villa and Spurs, who they'll be kicking off in the next hour. We've also got another championship game to look at as well. Bristol City and Swansea. That'll be kicking off in the next half hour. So for around 20 to 30 minutes, we'll focus on this game, but we'll also make sure we cover all the other games happening at the same time here. Thank you everyone for turning up today. I really appreciate it. I feel so welcome back here today. So Huddersfield are taking a free kick. Looks like, is it Thomas is at the ball? Okay, so the referee's talking to Alex Palmer. Matt's definitely waving his Huddersfield flag today. Don't blame you. Absolutely don't blame you for doing that. Free kick's been delivered. Header. Oh, it looks like it's cleared, but my goodness me. Huddersfield look quite dangerous from that. Okay. And that's Yotsulu, but it's given away quite cheaply there. So West Brom looking like that they try and counter when they get a set piece conceded against them. Very interesting. What do I think of League Two this season? For me, I think Mansfield will go up. I'm a bit in two minds whether Wrexham will, because their away form's not been great this year. But I think Wrexham would definitely at least get top 7. Stockport, I think, will be the other one. And potentially have either MK Dons or Crewe for the 3rd place. I don't know. So unpredictable, but I've got to say, for the bottom part of the table, Colchester are definitely not safe. They are only 2 points clear of Forest Green now, because Forest Green won yesterday. They've got the Cowley brothers, Colchester, at the moment, which I thought at the time thinking, oh my gosh, what an appointment that is. But I don't know, even they could save Colchester in the moment. It's going to be quite tough. Sutton look like they're down. They've got Steve Morrison in charge, Sutton, at the moment, and Forest Green, who picked up their win yesterday, I think they've got Steve Cottrell, if I remember. So you've got some real classic, stable EFL managers in those bottom 3 League 2 clubs. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of them, survives, because 2 of them I think will go down. Unless Grimsby goes down, potentially. So that could be the case. Okay, so back to the game. Furlong throws in for West Brom. Tries to find Jed Wallace. And a goal kick is given to Huddersfield. Good defending there by Matt Pearson, actually, to shield the ball. With 36 minutes into the stream, we're only 4 minutes into this stream. It was Jonathan Hogg, not Pearson, sorry. Apologies on that. So, what do you think we'll get from this game today? I mean, I'm hoping for goals, really. I'm not asking for much, but I'm really hoping for goals. I do think Huddersfield will definitely be a threat on the set pieces. They were already a threat with their first set piece, and if that's only just one of them, then they'll undoubtedly have other opportunities to deliver dangerous set pieces as well. West Brom look the stronger team on the ball at the moment, but Huddersfield have done well to cancel them out at the moment. Here's Kasumu. But given away very, very cheaply there. Great skill by Furlong, but it is one back. I've got to say, Huddersfield looking quite aggressive, but have definitely used it really, really well. They've not conceded many fouls either. Right. Both teams kind of losing the ball like a good couple of touches time and stuff like that. So we've not had a good passage of play, I think, in the moment. A lot of attack for West Brom going to their right-hand side, which I think is interesting. So definitely involving Jed Wallace and Furlong into this game. Here's Kipre. Going to pass it back to Alex Palmer. Sorba Thomas. There's Yoshulu. There's Johnston. So Jed Wallace. And great tackle there, honestly. And it's Andre Environment there, actually, that got tackled there. So another throw in to West Brom. No shots at the moment, but we are only 5 minutes in. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll preview the teams for Bristol City and Swansea in due course. We'll also have a look at Aston Villa Spurs as well, because that's a crucial game for the top 4. That's a good ball, and I think he's onside here. This could be a chance for Huddersfield Town. Oh, and he's completely fluffed his lines. Oh no, Berzorg. He did not have the strongest of touch. He looked a little bit nervy there. And yeah, he got tackled very comfortably in the end by Furlong. Was he offside in the end? I think they've actually flagged for offside there by the looks of things. Okay, I don't know why they just randomly stopped the play, because nothing came from there. Yes. Oh, what's going on there? Yeah, so the referee, David Webb, is having some troubles with his shirt. He's asking for Carl Bartley to help out. Are you telling me that's why he stopped it? Oh, there better be another reason why he did. Right, okay. It's now back into the possession of West Brom. So, Yoshulu. Back to Kipre. Oh, strong tackle there by Spencer, that is. I've not seen a lot of Spencer this season, but I've heard good things about him. Here's Adam Reach. Still getting used to him not being in a Sheffield Wednesday shirt, to be fair. Right, Palmer on the ball here. So, I gotta say, a lot of it's in West Brom's half. So West Brom haven't really successfully penetrated through Huddersfield's back line yet. So, goal kick from Palmer. Doesn't really find a West Brom player at all. Distribution wasn't the strongest there. And West Brom again with a throw-in. Ball's out of play a lot. Let's hope it improves a little bit. Hector, welcome to the stream. Good to see all of you here. Shuli again on possession. Now back to Darnell Furlong. Ooh, quite slow. Quite slow in a way that we're playing at the moment. Oh, okay. Thomas tried to nick the ball off Palmer. I'm definitely seeing a good amount of aggression from Thomas and Rudoni. I could definitely see very predictable plays from West Brom at the moment where they're trying to form an overlap within their wingers. But Huddersfield are doing well to cancel that at the moment. So I do think West Brom need to be a little bit more unpredictable in the way that they're playing. It's a bit slow from them at the moment. They're looking quite neat and tidy. That's a good passage of play from... Oh gosh, who was that? That was Michael Johnson. Okay, I can see why there's a lot of hype around him. He just... The confidence this guy has at the moment. So he received the ball, but just did a back flick to one of his players. He is definitely full of confidence at the moment, and he's definitely playing with flair. So I'm excited to see more of him because I've heard the hype about him, but I want to see it with my own eyes. Ooh, Huddersfield now with a bit of possession there. That's not a bad ball. Spencer. But what is that cross? It just goes straight to Alex Moa, and the opportunity is unfortunately wasted for Huddersfield. I think it was Headley with the ball there. Kipre. Oh, again, really, really good pressing. This time by Tom Lees, this was. Oh, someone's injured themselves in the progress here. There's Tom Lees on the ball at the moment. That might have been Heelick. Adam Reach now. Thomas again trying to press, but it's back to Palmer. 10 minutes gone. No shots. Gosh, we'll see. Oh, Hector, thank you so much. That is so incredibly generous. Thank you so much, Hector. Anyone that's here, give Hector a massive shout out. What an absolute legend. Love the predictions. Let's see the channel grow. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate that. We have been doing... Oh, this could be a chance for Huddersfield. Oh, wait. Is it being disallowed? No. Offside's given. I was going to say. I was so busy about the donation. I thought, wait, hang on a minute. Why is Bazorg shooting into an empty net? But no, it was offside. Okay, ignore me. Ignore me. Panic over. I thought I might have missed a goal. So, yeah, possession at the moment, definitely more or less West Brom. Thank you so much, Hector. I do appreciate that. I've been doing this channel since the 2019-20 season. So, all the way back in 2019, really. That was the first year when I did this channel. We're in 2024 now, which is crazy for me to say, that July this year, this channel's 5 years old. What on earth? At least that was when I made my first video. I mean, my account technically has been around for ages, but my account at least has been posting videos for 5 years this year. That's incredible. Rabbit, good to see you, and honestly, thank you everyone that's turning up today. I feel so welcome by everyone today. We're 12 minutes in, still 0-0. We've not even had a shot at this moment. It's not really typically a game I would grab some popcorn to watch at this moment of time. But it's got. I gotta say, I think Huddersfield got good intensity at the moment. West Brom definitely playing out from the back in terms of their style of play. Huddersfield have not really capitalised on any loose balls that they've had yet, though. And they are kicking the ball out of play a lot, which means that West Brom are slowly growing, climbing up the pitch and getting throw-ins. Yeah, so we've been doing this channel for quite a fair bit, but there's quite a fair few of other creators around there, and we're privileged in the way that we've got such a very strong community. We really do. Here's Michael Johnston. Oh, here he goes. He's skilling two players, although he loses the ball to Jack Rudoni. Overcomplicates it a little bit here. But Zorg does give the ball away straight back to Michael Johnston, but you don't want to do that. Oh, a little bit of violence there between him and Sorba Thomas. Sorba Thomas does manage to win the free kick in Huddersfield's favour. I've been around for 8 years since my channel was created. Wow. Brilliant. Usually watch Matt or Benjamin Bloom watch-alongs, but Sawyer wanted to support you this afternoon. Hector, that is so incredibly kind. I mean, I know Ben Bloom's also streaming this, so feel free to support Benjamin Bloom as well. Because he is a top bloke. He was the first YouTuber I've actually collaborated with, and I met him this year actually for the very first time. Went to one of his Blue Monday shows, so had a really fun time because I actually work in Ipswich, so I have had a bit of involvement with Ipswich Town this season because I'm not from Ipswich. I'm from Chelmsford in Essex, so I'm glad in a way that there's no other Essex teams in the Championship, because I would definitely be waving the flag for them. But Ipswich will probably be my closest associate, because right now the only reason I'm financially stable is because I work in Ipswich. Yeah, not met Matt though, but I am a member of one of Matt's Patreons, but I've not met him yet. But I have met Ben this year. Absolutely classy man, absolutely. Right, good advantage play by the referee. Here comes West Brom. Jed Wallace on the right hand side. He's going to pass it back to Darnell Furlong. Felt like there was a small opportunity. Okay, my Sky is deciding not to work. That is not ideal. Hang on a minute. Right, my Sky's not working. Hang on a minute. What's going on? This is what happens when you get really bad weather, typically. The Skybox doesn't want to work. Oh, that's it. Come on. This is literally my first stream back, and now it doesn't want to play. Are you kidding me? The timing on that, there could have been any other times that it could have not worked, and now it doesn't want to work. What would happen if the playoff semi-final between Ipswich versus Norwich? Well, I think Norwich will win, because we've already seen Ipswich play against Norwich in a playoff semi-final in the last 6-7 years, and obviously it didn't go in the favour of Ipswich. What on earth happened? I don't know what has happened here. I don't even know if my Sky's on. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I might have to unplug my Sky here. This is absolutely ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. This is after that I've had such nice words from Hector, and now all of a sudden... Okay, wait, hang on. I can fix this. I can fix this. I think I know what I need to do. Let's see if this works. Need to reactivate the Skybox. Give me 2 seconds. This is very much something like a Mark Goldbridge sort of thing I would find. I demand a refund. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That's not my fault, it's the TV, I promise. I didn't do this. Oh, come on. What's it doing? I've reactivated the Skybox, so I'm hoping that's going to work. Ipswich, yeah, they absolutely didn't have a score like this. Norwich were by far better than Ipswich, but the fact that Ipswich made it a close game was just pretty much down to the derby. But I don't know. I feel like Norwich have always got the better of Ipswich. Ipswich have just got a notoriously bad record against them, and even though Ipswich have got a stronger squad, that should have been proved when we played against them in Portman Road this year, and Jonathan Rowe just single-handedly made Norwich get something from that game. And ultimately, you know, if he returns, which I think he will return before the playoffs, I know he's been out for ages, and he could easily return actually by the time the reverse fixture comes out as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd be very nervous if Norwich were in the top 6 and they had to play Ipswich. I wouldn't mind Ipswich facing Hull again because they were. It was strange really in a way because Hull were really good, but then for some reason at Portman Road, Ipswich really made light work against them there. But still yet to play against them in the Stadium MKM, and with the signings or at least the January signings that they got, I think Hull are almost a different team now. They really, really are. I think they will be really tough. Oh, come on. Nearly there. Come on. Joining your network. Come on. Please work. I'm getting the loading sign, the spinning circle of doom. Please. I don't know what's going on with this. I've missed about 5 minutes of the game. There could have been a goal. Who knows? Maybe not. But I might have missed a shot. Because I've not even seen a shot yet in this game. Connected to the box. Right, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Why is it taking forever? Anyway, guys, how's your weekend been? It's Mother's Day. Is anyone doing anything for Mother's Day? Please let me know in the live chat. I mean, got my mother a nice Mother's Day card. Might treat her to a present sometime. I didn't get her one today, but I need to actually go somewhere in the shops tomorrow where I could get her something. Still 0-0. Good. I know I'm not missing much. My goodness, it's taking forever to connect. Joshua, welcome to the streams. Great to see you. I'm honestly really happy that quite a few people have turned up today. First stream of 2024. First stream on this channel for 4 months due to exam studies. So I'm really pleased I found the time today to do it. What's going on? No satellite signal. Are you kidding me? This is terrible at the moment. There is nothing. Oh wait, there we go. I had it. It was back. No, don't put me to BBC One. I had it. It was back. Come on. No. I don't want this. Switch back. We had it. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Right, we're back. We're back in business, boys. What am I studying? I am studying to become a chartered accountant, Hector. So it's really as boring as it sounds, but I've always had the ambition to try. Oh, here we go. This could be a chance. Oh! I thought that was a goal. Oh my god, I thought I was going to literally jump off the seat. Sorba Thomas, what a hit. It's absolutely brilliant from Sorba Thomas. Oh, just wide of a goal. Is that the first shot in this game? Oh, he gets the better of Yotshulu. What a chance that was. I thought that was it. And I thought that would have been a perfect timing to come back. What an effort by Sorba Thomas. I've got to say, Huddersfield aren't really having many passages of pass and move play, but they are absolutely dangerous going forward. So I do think Huddersfield have got a chance here. Yeah, if the shot did not curve, it would have been absolutely perfect. As Ben Foster would say, sweet as a nut, it would have absolutely been perfect. Oh, there's going to be constant connection issues. I don't know what's going on with this. We were back and now we weren't back. I found actually that it didn't connect well, but I just needed to connect to another channel and it started working again. There's a connectivity problem apparently, which is not ideal. Leicester and Southampton's been postponed due to the FA Cup. Yes, I was aware of that because Leicester have got Chelsea to play, which is ultimately why that's postponed. I mean, huge game to be fair. I was saying in the beginning of the video, or the stream I should say, I think Leeds will win the league. I really have a really funny feeling about Leeds now. And it feels something that I should have foreseen. It's Daniel Fark. Daniel Fark. he absolutely loves the Championship. And again, likewise with his 2 seasons with Norwich, starts the season slow and then absolutely just kills it. And that, I think, is exactly what we're seeing at the moment. Oh my gosh, again, what's going on with this? Honestly, I put Soccer Saturday on yesterday. Not one connection problem. It's, of course, when I want to stream, there's going to be connection problems. Right, I think we're back. Right, we're back momentarily, I think. So they're panning it to West Brom players, and it looks like they've got a throw-in near Huddersfield's penalty box. So this could be an opportunity for a set piece. Oh, you're going to go to the Saints Preston. Oh, gosh. Did you actually make the journey, like when the fire was happening? Did you have to travel on the way back when they announced the postponement? Because I felt really bad for the Preston fans, who would have had to travel quite a fair way. In fact, a huge distance from Preston to Southampton. It's one of the biggest distances in the Championship. I would have felt really bad for Preston fans. You were about to leave. Oh gosh, then you were absolutely lucky. I couldn't think of anything worse of building up a journey of that distance and magnitude and wanting to get 3 points. And then, my goodness me, I couldn't think of anything worse, really. I really couldn't. Tax is when the money's out. I mean, it's not only tax. Ironically, the exam I did was on advanced tax. So, quite capable with tax in the moment. But that's going to be leaving my head soon because I'm going to go straight into audit very, very soon. The amount of abuse about Sheffield United is ridiculous. I think, again, it's media, because media have got agendas and they see a team like Sheffield United and Chris Wilder and they immediately just think that's not Premier League material. I think at this moment there's definitely been less scrutiny on Burnley. Luton, I think, was always going to be really over-egged because of their journey to this Premier League season in itself and the fact that they have overperformed the other 2 promoted teams by quite a way. I think they are going to be overhyped potentially, but I do think the 3 promoted teams will go down. The only other teams I could see being in danger are Forest and maybe Everton, but I do think it's going to be those 3 going down. Denny, welcome to the stream. A Leeds fan at the moment. Oh, what a result that was for Leeds against Sheffield Wednesday. Crucial result. And in fact, what a result again for Ipswich and Leicester, both dropping points as well. And I've been saying it from the start of the stream. I think Leeds are going to win the league. I do think Leeds will win. I think their running now is quite forgivable. You know, they've got a couple of decent sides, but I think all the decent sides they've got to play are at home, which I think is in Leeds' favour. Ipswich have got some tough away games, which I think their away form is not as strong as their home form. Leicester have got some tough games against teams near the top of the table. So I do think it's going to be really tough for them. So we've just seen the Championship table as it stands from this result. Huddersfield will be joint on points from Birmingham, but they will be still in the bottom 3 on goal difference. A win for Huddersfield puts Birmingham in the bottom 3. Steel City derby next season honestly could be realistic. And actually, this is something that I can say. Since I've made content on YouTube, I have never needed to preview the Steel City derby. So that is something I would absolutely like to do. Now, the issue is, I think next year is going to be very tough for me to do as much content due to the studies. But I do want to still continue it to the best that I can. Daniel Fark is a good coach. Oh, absolutely. I think I originally predicted Leeds to finish 3rd because I found it a bit realistic that Leeds could be a team where they should be 2nd, but then they make things difficult for themselves, because that's kind of what they did under Bielsa in a way. But Daniel Farke, man, he's a championship legend. You know, if he does win with Leeds, which I do think now is a real possibility, I think goal difference is very similar to Leicester, and I think they're only 2 points or 3 points behind Leicester now, actually. So I do think it's a real possibility. Sheffield Wednesday and could survive. I mean, Sheffield United are going down. It's just a question to see whether Sheffield Wednesday will survive. We'll get into the top 6. I mean, Matt kind of already asked that, but if I were to make a prediction, I think it's going to go in this order. I think it'll be Leeds, Leicester, Ipswich, Southampton, West Brom, Coventry. I think it's going to be that. And then maybe further down, Hull 7th, Norwich 8th. That's what I personally think it will be. Could easily be wrong, though, because Norwich's home form is so strong. It's just because Norwich don't have a strong away form for me. Right, corner for West Brom. One of the very few corners we've seen in this game so far. Corner headed in, not particularly cleared, but no one really swung the ball into the goal. Right, this could be a chance for Huddersfield to attack. Through ball, does he... Okay, Kazumi. Oh, but he gets the ball away very crucially. Oh, you're a Bolton fan, Joshua. Yeah, I've just noticed because you're talking about Exeter. Sorba Thomas, good block by Adam Reach. And it looks like, yeah, Jed Wallace has managed to get it away. Although it's given away again. Okay, the intensity has just suddenly spiked up a little bit. I also think West Brom will win today by 2-1, but who knows? At this moment, we've not really seen many opportunities. That Sorba Thomas one kind of caught me by surprise. I probably wouldn't have reacted as like that if I saw any other shots in the game. Oh, this could be a chance. This is a chance for... Oh, it's here! We got a goal! Huddersfield have scored. It's Bazook who has scored for Huddersfield. He has rifled that in the net. Very questionable goalkeeping from Alex Palmer. But Brighton Writers men have done it again. Camera on Alex Palmer. I was singing his praises from the start of this stream, but then he pulls a mistake like that. Oh my gosh. I mean, to be fair, let's see how it happens. It is brilliant by Tom Lees, who wins the ball back, gives it to Bazorg. He gets the better of Furlong there. He does. I think it's a bit too easy, I think. Brilliant from Tom Lees against Furlong. He gets the better of him. I think it's poor by Palmer. I think he should be saving that. It's not the most powerful shot in the world, I've got to be honest. Yeah, it's under his arm. If he was a little bit quicker with his reflexes, I think Palmer would save that. Although you could argue, Bazorg was quite close to the goal anyway, and it's poor from Furlong, unfortunately. 1-on-1. Bazorg got the better of him, and great finish from him. I think we should give him credit for that. That goal's huge because that projects Huddersfield up to 19th place. Birmingham now fall in the bottom 3. And this is what I think we'll see. Every single week, I think we're going to see a different team fall in the bottom 3, which is absolutely insane. And that tells you just how thrilling this relegation battle is. Yeah, Leicester City don't play because they got FA Cup against Chelsea. Yes, that's right. And in fact, that gives Leeds a chance to... Oh, there's going to be a chance for 2 for Huddersfield. Oh, what a tackle by Carl Bartley. My God. He single-handedly prevented it from being 2-0 Huddersfield. How Huddersfield are getting through that easily is really bad on West Brom's part. Okay, here come West Brom now. It looks like they finally found Jed Wallace. But it's really good defending. Bazorg looked like he got injured because he did jump into the stands when he scored that goal. I mean, it's literally just a simple dink, and my God, it's really... Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's not great defending at all. But Carl Bartley saves the day. Otherwise, it would have been an easy finish by Rudoni. People are going to disagree, but the term yo-yo is way overused. It's hard. A typical yo-yo club for me is if they've had at least 4 seasons of promotion, relegation, promotion, relegation. Norwich would have had that. Rotherham certainly have that. It was strange in a way from last season where they survived because they kind of broke that yo-yo trend, but we could potentially see that resume in the next couple of years or so now. We're on Sky against Oxford. Oh, that's a huge game for Bolton. In fact, that draw may have not been a terrible result for Bolton, following the fact that Portsmouth also didn't win yesterday either. It was just a shame for them that Derby won, because now Derby are occupying second. So I think it'll be a dogfight between those three, because I'm telling you, if Barnsley losing 5-1 to Lincoln, they're certainly not going to be competing for the promotion now. I'd see Peterborough more likely for that. This could be a chance for Huddersfield. Oh my goodness me. So Sorba Thomas on the right-hand side gets a good square delivery. Rudoni tries to get the header. Huddersfield are relentless at the moment. West Brom do manage to clear. But again, really, really good tracking back from Huddersfield to prevent any opportunity going for West Brom. And it's a goal kick. So possession won in the final third. 4 touches to 0. So West Brom have not had a single touch in the final third in the moment. Lincoln have been good, yeah. I think their form was, I think, 6 wins in a row, and I think they're unbeaten in 10. I think that was the stat that I heard from yesterday. I mean, for what I remember, Lincoln was one of very few home games I saw Ipswich play last season, and they absolutely shithoused a 1-0 win. Maybe potentially could sneak into the playoffs. Who knows? I mean, right now, the fact we're seeing Stevenage in the playoffs is insane. Absolutely insane at the moment. Blackpool could sneak in. I wouldn't write them off yet. And of course, Lincoln. You know, they could sneak in. I think had Charlton got Nathan Jones sooner, they probably could have as well. If Wigan did not have their points deduction, they could have. Or this could be a chance again for Huddersfield. Oh my goodness me. West Brom need to get a grip, because right now, that forward line of Huddersfield, they are now starting to capitalise off West Brom trying to play out from the back, which is what I did comment at the start of this game. The fact that West Brom are playing out from the back and seeing how aggressive Huddersfield are looking, they are living dangerously. And right now, Huddersfield are now reaping the benefits of that. Bazul got the ball now, the goal scorer in this game currently. Results are all over the place. Yeah, absolutely. Matt is still supporting the Terriers. Yeah, just missed the goal. I mean, it did look like that Huddersfield actually going forward, looking way more threatening than West Brom at the moment. West Brom looking the tidiest on the ball, but Huddersfield are absolutely fighting for this, and I'm really impressed with what I've seen from them so far. Sorba Thomas. Ooh, Alex Murray managed to get ahead of him there, but it is a throw into Huddersfield. I did see Brentford's goal yesterday. I don't think Visser's going to score an easier goal than that all season. Yeah, it's unfortunate from Ramsdale there, because I do feel bad for him, because I do think he, has kind of been outcasted a little bit, and has not really been given the credit he's deserved. Throw in coming in, and it looks like West Brom clear. The Yorkshire Birmingham. I mean, to be fair, now that Huddersfield have got that goal, Birmingham now find themselves in the bottom 3. Can Birmingham do what Birmingham do best and get out of this position? Who knows? I tell you what, this would be huge for Coventry and Norwich if both Hull and West Brom drop points this weekend. That will open 5th and 6th place quite a fair bit. I said at the start of the stream that I think West Brom have nearly secured 5th place, or at least playoffs, with a win today. But if they lose this game, I do think it still opens an opportunity for Hull or Coventry to sneak in there. Yeah, Hector, I definitely agree. Definitely need West Brom to not get any points today. I do think West Brom are very, very strong. Seen them twice against Ipswich, they have been a really, really strong side, but Huddersfield, I think, have got the game plan perfectly so far because West Brom have really not been threatening at all. Birmingham have to bring Middlesbrough midweek. Yeah, I think they do, but it's going to be tough because Middlesbrough have now won 2 in a row. So I feel like not West Brom, Middlesbrough, sorry, are now trying to gain some form to get on a late surge to the playoffs, which I think personally, I just think is too far away for them now. Huddersfield again on the cross. He's Jonathan Hogg just outside the box. Here's Tom Lees. Sheffield Wednesday's next game is Ipswich. Oh, tough game. Okay. It's Bazunu. Oh, not Bazunu. Kasumi, sorry. Good defending by Furlong, and it is out for Huddersfield throw. Too much power there by Jed Wallace. Yeah, I mean, Sheffield Wednesday, to have Leeds and Ipswich back to back is always very, very harsh, I think. I do think Ipswich could be quite vulnerable, though. So I wouldn't write Sheffield Wednesday off. I do remember watching Sheffield Wednesday last year, actually, at Portman Road, and it was probably the best game I saw last season with Ipswich. What's my thought on Ian Evatt? I think he's an exciting manager at the moment. The fact that I believe it was Barrow. Was it Barrow that he took from National League to League Two, and now he's sought like an opportunity for Bolton, and the fact that Bolton are looking very strong this season and looking very I would say probably not very likely, but likely that they will be in a conversation of getting promoted. I mean, that's ultimately what Bolton want. You know, I think Sunderland, Ipswich, Bolton, they would have all been sides that they feel that they should be entitled to play Championship football. Portsmouth probably to an extent as well. And they've all had to be very patient to go back to the Championship. It has to be earned. And Bolton have had it really, really tough, obviously. Now turning a corner, and if they go back to the Championship now, you know, I feel like the only way is up for Bolton. I don't know if I could agree the same with Portsmouth. I think they're just having a really, really strong season. It's just going to be interesting if they can carry that across through to the Championship. Right, I think West Brom's got a corner, which is, yeah, West Brom do have a corner. So a rare opportunity for West Brom here. Might watch this opportunity go, and then we'll bring out some stats. But it has really been poor for a West Brom perspective. Nothing that they've created so far. Corner swept in, headed away. Brilliant defending. Huddersfield have just been absolutely on it today. They really, really have. We're 40 minutes in, and we've not had a single shot from West Brom. Again, what a tackle that is from... I think that may have been Spencer that did that, actually. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant defending. He tries to find Bazorg, but it's I can't get my words out today. It is cleared. Which club are you most surprised have not won a First Division title in England in the club's history? Not won a First Division title. Oof. I mean, I might say a team and then might find out they have won a title. I don't know. If we're like going as far back as to the 20th century, I'm not going to really know, aren't I? I don't know. I'll need to actually like find a article and I'll have to pick. Could maybe do that in a later time. I can see West Brom trying to be a bit more direct, so I can understand that West Brom are now trying to mix things up a bit with the way that they're playing. Because if they're going to play the slow football that they're playing at the moment, Huddersfield are just going to eat them alive. Because at this moment, Huddersfield are not giving West Brom any time. Which, you've got to give credit to Huddersfield where it's due. I think they've been absolutely brilliant today. Jed Wallace, he tries to switch it up to Johnston, where he's had a really quiet game. And again, this is what I'm really talking about. It's just... that Huddersfield back line have been absolutely on fire today. They've certainly had all the Red Bull or anything in the world because they have been absolutely on it. Oh, bit of frustration coming in from Alex Mowat there. West Brom always lose on Sky. Ipswich always do badly on Sky and on an early kickoff. So if Ipswich ever have an early kickoff on Sky, you can always bet that Ipswich never win. Oh, the top flight title as a whole. I don't know. I'm not too sure, to be fair. I'll need to know who has not won it, really. I'm sure there's teams who have not won it, which I'll be surprised with, but I might say it to them, and you're probably going to tell me why they have won it. Free kick coming in, and Bartley heads it away, corner to Huddersfield. I tell you what, Huddersfield looking very strong for set pieces. Again, what a delivery for Sorba Thomas. Did you see that, Ben HD Shaw, that Sorba Thomas has actually created the most chances in the Championship? I mean, that is insane. But we've just seen there why. The amount of set pieces that Huddersfield take, almost 9 out of 10 set pieces Sorba Thomas creates. He creates an opportunity either for himself or his other players. So he is an absolute machine when it comes to free kicks and set pieces, Sorba Thomas. Right, he's also going to be taking the corner as well, so that's going to be another chance he may create here. And it's terrible. I was building him up there. The corner wasn't great. It went over everyone and it's a goal kick. But that's a shame. I think he even laughed about it as well. There's Bolton versus Oxford. Sky now promoting it. Tuesday 7:30, where I think I might be working from home on the Tuesday, but Tuesday's typically the day where I start preparing the graphics for my score predictions, so I don't know. Who knows if I got time to do any videos with that. I need to actually see what the next couple of games are live at the moment, but I think it may be Bolton Oxford that'll be the next one. Right, we need to actually talk about Bristol City and Swansea because that has kicked off 15 minutes ago. Let's just wait for this chance to corner. Yep, corner Huddersfield. Right, let's just quickly see what Bristol City and Swansea are doing. 15 minutes in, let's look at the teams. O'Leary, McCrory, Viner, Dickey, Pring, Garner, Hickman, Williams, Cornick, Jason Knight, Mehmeti and Conway. Swansea have gone for Rushworth, Timon, Wood, Cabango, Norton, Allen, Matt Grimes, Lashata, Patterson, Ronald, and Liam Cullen. Strong sides. Oh, now we do have some midweek games. So, Birmingham Borough, which is 2 days' time. And then, yeah, Swansea Cardiff will then be like the beginning of next week. Right, we've got one midweek game. If that's Tuesday, isn't it? It is Tuesday. I might be able to see if I can watch that. Could maybe do a watch along for Bolton. I don't know. It depends what I feel and how the viewers feel. Really, potentially, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, at this moment, I've got a rare opportunity where I've actually got some time on my hands. So I'm really, really pleased. Are we going to see the first shot for West Brom here? Oh, but again, giving the ball away. Adam Reach this time, just passing it to an invisible man, unfortunately. I can see Corberan looking very, very frustrated here. He is most certainly going to get bollocking at half time. 0 shots from West Brom in this game. And Huddersfield have nearly had double the amount of touches in the opposition box than West Brom, which just really tells you how bad they've been. Right, the half-time whistle has gone. Brighton writer looks like he could be getting another win for Huddersfield at this moment. It is Burzorg who gets the only goal in this game so far. Arguably, Palmer should have saved it, but again, it was a really nice finish at the end. We have got at least one goal, and Huddersfield, with this goal at the moment, it puts them into 19th place with West Brom. They are not going to appreciate that result. So, half-time, Huddersfield 1, West Brom 0. Oh, gosh. Everton versus Stevenage in the Championship next season? I mean, we need Everton to go down, which I'm not too sure will happen. And Stevenage will need to win the playoffs, which would be an absolute shock if they do. But that would be an incredible game if it were to happen. It really would be. There was a team that Stevenage beat quite recently, like near the top 2 divisions. I can't remember who. Right, around half time. I appreciate that because my voice is trying to escape from my body. So yeah, half time 1-0. What are your thoughts of this half? Personally, Huddersfield, if they carry on, I actually think they may get 3 points quite comfortably because West Brom have not had a single shot. I am expecting, I'm not even anticipating or predicting, I am expecting West Brom to be better than they are second half. So hopefully that should mean we should see a more interesting game. Oh, Charlie, absolutely no worries. Thank you for even just turning up. I felt very welcomed back actually, by quite a few people, really. It's been my first stream in 2024, first stream in 4 months. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be back. I really am. So guys, if you've not done so already, please smash the like button. It really helps the growth of this channel. I've not checked how we're doing at the moment, but I will very, very soon. For subscribers, we've actually gained a sub today, so thank you whoever's subscribed to the channel. We're in 2,468. So actually, guys, we are 32 subs away to 2,500, which is halfway through 5,000, 25% of the way through to 10,000. I mean, that is insane figures. I think 1,000 was already the target when I wanted to do this channel. But 10,000 for me would be the pinnacle. It would absolutely be the pinnacle. So I am absolutely amazed. Thank you so much for your support. And Hector, again, shout out to you for being the one that donated to me today as well. So it is nearly 1 o'clock. I think we could potentially preview the teams for Spurs and Aston Villa. Let's have a look actually to see what they've got going on for today. 4th versus 5th, crucial game in the Premier League. Aston Villa have gone for a 4-4-2 according to SofaScore. You've got Martinez, of course, in goal. Consta, Pau Torres, Longley and Digne. You've got Matty Cash, Douglas Luiz, John McGinn and Yuri Tielemans. And you've got a front 2 of Leon Bailey and Ollie Watkins. Spurs, I've got a team looking like this. You've got Vicario, Udogi, Van de Ven, Romero and Porro. You've got a double midfield pivot of Matassa and Basuma. Then you've got a front 4 of Johnson, Madison, Kulusevski and Heung-min Son. So strong teams from both of them. That's why they've earned their position in the Premier League. So yeah, Spurs with a win could put themselves 2 points behind Aston Villa with a game in hand. Right, this is a must-win for Spurs. I don't think a draw for Villa would be terrible. But yeah, considering the gap they've got between them and the top 3 at the moment, I think they do need to win as well. But I think it's more or less Spurs must win. Aston Villa probably would not mind a draw, to be honest. And yes, Spurs definitely need to win because, look at this, Manchester United not far behind, although Manchester United have played 2 more games than Spurs. So, interesting circumstances at this moment. Still no goals between Bristol City and Swansea. But as it stands, this is how the table is looking. Huddersfield, as I said, with this win currently, it projects them up to 19th place. So from 22nd to 19th place, that is how much it changes. I mean, again, look at that aggression from Tom Lees to win the ball back here. And it's brilliant composure by Berzorg. It really is. Gain the wrong side of Furlong. Just that entire team have been fighting for it. And it's like West Brom, we're expecting an easy ride. And you can't expect an easy ride for a team that's really fighting to survive. So West Brom massively off it, but really, really good performance so far from Huddersfield. If they carry this up, then, excuse me, it gives them a 2-point gap from Birmingham, which could be a very crucial time to get a little bit of breathing space. I might do a video dedicated to the top 6 and the relegation picture to see the running of games. I'm glad they're analysing Huddersfield's pressing, because that's exactly what I picked up on as well. Their pressing has really been causing a lot of problems for West Brom. No matter what happens against Villa and Spurs, they'll stay in the same place. Yeah, absolutely. They absolutely will stay in the same place, but it's just really down to long-term outcome, really. And Spurs with a win, you know, could really put the pressure on Villa. Stevie ain't the biggest team, but play good football. I mean, they definitely are a team that can get results. I'll give them that. Rob, hello. Welcome to the stream. Honestly, welcome everyone to the stream. It's been really, really nice to talk to all of you. So we've got about 5-10 minutes before we are back for Huddersfield and West Brom. Any questions? Because I've not spoken to you guys properly for about 4 months. So you guys, if you've been saving up any questions until this time, now is the perfect time to ask them. I'm also keeping my eye on Bristol City Swansea, and of course Aston Villa Spurs as well, which they'll be kicking off in 5 minutes time. Swansea looking very strong. Yes, Swansea have kind of gone a late good run of form near the end of this season. I don't think personally. I think this season was a strange one for Swansea. Kind of a bit of a mixed bag, of course. Going through a couple of managers. Now they're looking quite settled under Williams, in good run of form at the moment. Rob is saying he supports Cheltenham. How have you found Cheltenham this season? I can tell you, I feel so bad for Cheltenham. They've lost their creative scorer in Alfie May, and I'm like, no wonder why Cheltenham are struggling, because he almost single-handedly really made Cheltenham the incredible team that they were. And right now, it's been incredibly difficult for Cheltenham to play in the same level, because a lot of the players who relied on Alfie May had to step up. So, how do you fancy your chances of Cheltenham surviving? I mean, it's hard to say about that relegation picture of League One at the moment, because you don't know if Reading could pick up more points deductions. You don't know about any of the other teams who may dismiss managers and may go on a positive turn of form. It's so unpredictable. It really is, but ever so thrilling. Yeah, so at this moment of time, based on my thoughts on the Championship this season, it's been one of the better ones, but I've not completely engaged in it because of my work, unfortunately. If I had a lot of free time and was able to watch a lot of the games, I think I would have been even more connected to it. But the results undoubtedly have made this an incredible season, and the table is just bonkers. It's been absolutely bonkers for weeks. What's happened to the prediction league table? So for the start of the season, I wasn't doing. Oh, sorry. I do mean the actual prediction league. I thought you were talking about the Premier League. For the Championship, I need to catch up because of my studies. Because it takes a long time. It does take a while to make sure I check all the predictions, I put the points across, and I calculate them. I'm very behind, but I have got a lot of time today, so I will keep everyone updated on the community tabs on the Discord about how it's going to be looking. And I just need to be very careful that I don't miss any games, because there's been so many like random games and weird timings due to the FA Cup and League Cup. So I've got to be quite careful that I don't miss any. But I like to say that I've allowed you guys to predict all the games that have taken place this season so far. And I think that's what's helped with working in Ipswich, because a lot of the people that work in Ipswich who have any clue about football would know about the Championship more than any other league. Don't worry, Joshua. That's absolutely fine. I don't blame you. It's fine. So, prediction league table will come back. I couldn't tell you who's winning at the moment because I'm about 10 game weeks behind. But I'm gonna be as shocked as much as anyone finding out who's gonna be winning the prediction league at this stage. I've absolutely no idea. But I'm excited. I need to definitely catch up on it, and I will definitely finish it by the end of season. I can promise, and you've heard it here. It will be finished. I just need time to catch up, and I will do it. It's been on my to-do list as has so many things I've put on my to-do list, which I've just kind of pushed away when I was studying. So it looks like Aston Villa Spurs nearly ready to kick off. We still don't have any goals between Bristol City and Swansea to talk about. Let's look at the stats with the current game that we're watching. Here it is, Huddersfield West Brom. So look at this. I mean, XG wise is pretty piss poor, I've got to be honest. But I said about West Brom looking very tidily on the ball, but this is the big outcome. 0 shots have been formed from that. 3 from Huddersfield, 1 on target. So there's literally only been 3 shots in that game, and I've seen at least 2 of them as well. 1 shot off target, which was that Sorba Thomas shot. Both have had 2 corners, but neither have really taken advantage of it. 1 yellow card for Huddersfield, which was Buzor for his celebration by jumping into the stands. 1 big chance, which was that Buzor chance, which he took. I mean, it's been terrible for West Brom point of view. You know, we go here. Look at that. No shoot map for West Brom because they've had 0 shots. What do I do if I'm Carlos Corberán? Well, I really will probably tell these players how it is, and right now it will be very bleak, very expletive words will be used. But if I had to make changes, who and what do West Brom have on their bench? Thomas Asante needs to play. I would probably swap him out for Diangana and keep Vyman on the pitch. Who else would I put on? John Swift I might put in the midfield, maybe for Moat or Yukshulu. And then I don't know to be quite honest. I think Swift and Thomas Asante are the obvious ones for me. Chalobah may go on for a bit of stability in the midfield. Could see Pippa go on because I can remember him being quite an advanced defender, which I think is also what they need. They've been struggling to attack on the left-hand side. Most of their attacking West Brom is coming from the right, and even with that, Huddersfield have just been able to sniff it out completely. So yeah, the big one for me is Thomas Asante needs to play for me. Huddersfield, honestly, I probably would keep the same team out. And right now, they just need to carry on with the level of pressing. I mean, look at this. West Brom have barely been in this game. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Oh, okay. So I'm glad that you've been kind of paying attention to the points, GSGN. Well, hopefully you would agree with the points that I've calculated, which I will be doing at some point. Maybe I might do it today, to be honest. You know, I've got nothing else to do, haven't I? It's not like I'm seeing people or anything. Right, looks like we're about to kick off. So West Brom, of course, kicking off this time around, with Huddersfield kicking off in the first half. Might be able to catch up on time as well. Brilliant. So looks like it's going to be Vyman who will kick it off. And here we go. Second half now begins. West Brom really need to improve. I want to at least see a chance from West Brom. But it is very good news currently for Huddersfield. But also for the teams chasing West Brom's position in the league. Coventry, Hull, Norwich. You know, it's really good news for them as well. So West Brom have not won any games when they've conceded first this season, which is not good. It's not a good omen for them. So they're going to have to do something which they've not done all season. And 9 of those 13 occasions have been draws. This could already be a chance for Huddersfield. Nope, it's caught by Alex Palmer. We're already seeing Huddersfield picking up where they left off, which is being absolutely aggressive with their pressing. West Brom's going to be so careful here, because West Brom, again, trying to look a little bit tidy. I can sense that West Brom are trying to be a bit faster, which I think is really what they needed to do. I mean, I saw it from a mile away. They were being way too slow and predictable. So if they do pick up the tempo, it might work, but they need to make sure that their passing's on it. And when you normally play the game quicker, your passing tends to go awry a little bit more. That's a very interesting ball, but I think Sorba Thomas is in the offside position. Yep. Offside given against Sorba Thomas. Again, Huddersfield already looking more dangerous than West Brom within a minute and a half in this second half. Why has the timer stopped? The timer's just stopped. What happened there? Did I close the timer by accident? Are you kidding me? Oh, really? What happened there? The timer's now not wanting to work. Are you kidding me? Right, let's fix it. Here we go. Right, throwing to Huddersfield. Here's Alex Moat. Johnston. We've not seen a lot of this half. He's won a corner for West Brom. Okay, so we've already seen a corner from West Brom 2 minutes in this half. Good intent from them. Now they need to actually create something. Can they create anything in this corner? It might be the most likely way that they might do so. Although, having said that, a lot of our Huddersfield team are full of giants. So I probably wouldn't back them. Oh my god, but they did. They just had their first shot. Darnell Furlong with the header. Looked pretty powerful, but it was straight at Lee Nichols. So it was a nice, easy save at the end. Yorkshulu. Cross comes in. Yorkshulu. Headed away by Jonathan Hogg. And it's a throw-in to West Brom. It's looking like a very wet and miserable day at Huddersfield and in Yorkshire, which pretty much matches Chelmsford as well. Essex in the whole is just full of rain at the moment, which is not fun. That throw-in came to nothing. Huddersfield clear, although West Brom do win it back, but then again it's cleared. Right, a bit pinball at the moment. Carl Bartley and Bazour gets ahead of him, and he's won a throw-in for the Terriers. Kasumu now. And play given on by the referee. Oh, Andre Weimann had a big opportunity there, but he loses his control on the ball. And the opportunity goes. Right, this was like one of the very few times I saw West Brom doing a successful through ball and finding an opening. But yeah, Andre Weimann not with the best of touches there. And it's another corner to West Brom. Have I ever eaten cotton candy? I have done, and I can tell you I've not eaten it a lot because it is absolutely a nightmare to try and eat. It's literally, I mean, I almost feel guilty in eating it because it's literally just stringy sugar, really. It's absolutely terrible. But it's terrible, but great at the same time. Right, Moat, Johnston, Adam Reach. Jed Wallace goes for the shot straight at Lee Nichols. Right, that's already 2 more shots that West Brom have had in that entire first half within 5 minutes of the second half. So I'm already seeing a sensible improvement from West Brom. But that tells me that Huddersfield, I think, need another goal. I think Huddersfield need to score 1 more to make things difficult for West Brom. So West Brom are sniffing for blood. They definitely want something here. I'm seeing a lot. It's a bigger improvement there. A couple of challenges flying in. West Brom again. Oh, good defending though by Tom Lees. Furlong. What a ball that is. Is he on? And it looks like he is on. Andre Vyman. He can find Johnston. Johnston! Goal! West Brom. I've said that they've looked dangerous since the second half started. And my God, have they taken it. It is 1-1 within 5 minutes of this second half. Whatever Corberan said at half-time, it has worked. 1-1. I mean, who did that ball? So Rudoni and against Moat. So the referee played on. They immediately lose it here. Oh, he may be off, to be honest. That might be an offside, you know. I think that probably should be off. It was a good ball. Don't get me wrong. I think it was Diangana that did the pass, but my gosh, I think he's off. Now I need Huddersfield to retake the lead. Oh, you got predicted 2-1 Huddersfield. And what's the Grunt fan needs Huddersfield to score another goal? Quite a lot of people predicting a Huddersfield win. See, I got for a West Brom one. Maybe I was in the minority that back to West Brom. Now that they've got this goal, probably a bit fortunate. To me, Vyman looks like he was in an offside position. I'll be interested to hear what Benjamin Bloom thinks. Don't know if he would have thought he was offside as well. Oh, this could be a big chance. Oh, what a miss. What an incredible chance for Huddersfield. Oh my goodness, Yokshulu has escaped murder. Bazorg again gets the better of him, but Alex Palmer redeems himself from the terrible goal he conceded in the first half. What is Yokshulu doing? He just absolutely gifts it to Bazorg. Palmer does really well to get out of his goal, but my God, that's a huge opportunity missed for Huddersfield. Corner comes in, and it's going to be another corner to Huddersfield. Oh my goodness me. I think lobbing the keeper would have been difficult, but oh my gosh. That's a huge miss by Bazorg. And that could have been an instantaneous response from Huddersfield had they taken it. Sorba Thomas again with another corner. Kind of misses everyone. Shot, and it's way over by Headley. Yeah, that's huge. What a big miss that was. I can't get over that. That is one of the misses of the season, I think. That'll definitely be something I think Second Tier may post quite later. We do sometimes like to shit out on these really big moments, and that is certainly a huge moment. I don't think Brighton Writer could believe it. I think it was easier to score than to miss. That is incredible. So from like the first half, which took a bit of a while to get going, the second half has really ignited some life in this game. So brilliantly done by Yokshulu actually to win the ball back there in that position. Okay, so Headley manages to win the ball back for Huddersfield, although he has got 2 West Brom players against him. It's West Brom throw in here. Huddersfield fans not happy with that at all. I can sense the home crowd are looking very frustrated at the moment. You know, you consider how quickly they conceded to West Brom in the second half and that opportunity they missed as well. And they probably would feel a bit aggrieved that a foul wasn't given against West Brom from Moat in the lead up to their goal as well. But personally, I think it would have been very soft to give out as a foul. I think it was a good play on by the referee. Right. West Brom now again on the ball. Kipre. He's got a couple of options. He's passing it back, which I think was strange, but okay. It's back to Kipre. Here's Furlong, looking a bit central in his position. Furlong, and it's slightly wide. So again, it looks like it's offside actually. How could he have been offside? Someone must have been offside in that build-up. The ball's been out of play a little bit now, so we're kind of losing opportunities here, right? But replaying the goal again. Oh, So from that angle, he doesn't look off, but then with another angle, he looks off. It was Furlong, actually, not Diangana, that played the pass. It was an incredible pass by Furlong. Vyman with a good bit of skill. Meggs, Tom Lees, and Michael Johnston. Huddersfield players aren't close enough to him. So I would argue that Huddersfield probably could have done a better job with against Mickey Johnston, but it's a good finish. Good finish by Mickey Johnston there. It's 1-1, and he started the second half brilliantly, West Brom. So first substitution of the game, Andy Vyman off. Tom Fellows is on. Daniel's just reminded me about Spurs and Aston Villa. It's 0-0 at the moment. Yeah, I've not heard any goals in the other two games that are currently taking place at the moment. Well, I have got all the games on with notifications, so I should be able to know as soon as possible. So, right, okay, we've got a free kick, I think, for Huddersfield. Right, 11 minutes in, actually, of this second half. We've already seen a goal. We've seen a huge miss already. I can definitely say it's definitely worth it regarding this moment at the moment. I think it'd be unbearable for Spurs fans if Arsenal won the league. They'd literally, I think for most fans it'll be quite unbearable if Arsenal win the league. They wouldn't keep quiet. The fans won't keep quiet about it. It probably would be happier for the club more than the fans, to be quite honest. Got a couple of Arsenal supporters at work as well. Right, free kick delivered by Sorba Thomas, headed away by Carl Bartley. Oh, okay, this could be a good chance. Here's Johnston again. It's 2 versus 4 here. And it's well recovered, I've got to say. I think that's Sorba Thomas, actually, running from his attacking position to defender. Thomas has done absolutely everything in his game. I've really got to give him credit. He's in blistering form at the moment. Right, Furlong. West Brom again now on the ball. And I feel like, I don't know what happened to West Brom in that first half. They must have felt really shocked about how well Huddersfield were playing. Because the West Brom team I'm seeing here compared to the first half is night and day. This is the West Brom I was seeing against Ipswich for most of the game. Yokshuli. It's going to be a West Brom throw. Next manager to be sacked for the Premier League. Oh, it's hard to say. I don't know. I really don't. Just thinking who's down there. Unless Brentford can find another good manager, maybe Thomas Frank. I don't know if Burnley may sack Company. I don't know. I really don't know, actually. It surprised me I've not seen many managerial sackings this year in the Premier League. Probably just down to saving managerial costs. West Brom delivering a corner. It's not quite clear. Jed Wallace. Deflection. This could be a chance for West Brom. It's in! It's a second goal for West Brom. It's Carl Bartley who has managed to poke the ball in for West Brom. This is not good for Huddersfield. And I said today, if West Brom were to win, they, I think, are almost secured for that 5th place. And I said 2-1 West Brom. I've got to say, because even just when I saw them against QPR, I think more or less them not winning against QPR was more or less with how strong QPR have been. And I genuinely think it's going to be, would have been a really close game. Oh, just a goalmouth scramble, isn't it? And then West Brom were just queuing up. Hogg tries to clear it, and then it really just could be anyone that gets the final touch. And yeah, it's Bartley that gets the last touch and manages to squeeze it in the bottom right corner. Nikos couldn't get there, and it's 2-1 West Brom. Still time for Huddersfield? Oh, absolutely still time for Huddersfield. They're not out of this. But that's an impressive comeback from West Brom. They are now on the verge of doing something that they've not done this season, which is to get 3 points from conceding first. And this win currently means that West Brom are 5 points clear of 7th. Huddersfield with a long-range shot, deflected, and yeah, came to nothing in the end. Right, GSGN needs Huddersfield to win outright now. I mean, that's going to be tough for Huddersfield to put 3 past this West Brom side, I think. Here come West Brom again. Here's Tom Fellows. Oh, bit. I think they overplayed that a little bit. I think, no, it was Adam Reach actually, and it was Tom Fellows actually gave the ball away. Jack Rudoni. He's now giving it to Sorba Thomas. Against Moat. Cross comes in. Great defending. Oh, so it feels like Huddersfield now are getting that aggression back, but I'm thinking like, well, where was that aggression when you're defending the lead? Defending the lead and being aggressive is just as important as being aggressive trying to gain 3 points. Here's Fellows. Up against Headley. And it is a corner by the looks of things. Another corner to West Brom. What about Pochettino? Oh no, it's a goal kick. Looks like it's a goal kick. I think Fellows must have kicked it off then. Pochettino's really mixed for me. I don't think he's done himself any favours through trying to unite the Chelsea fans, so I can understand why they want to get rid of him, especially with his Spurs connections. But at the same time, I just don't know who can get a tune out of that squad. I really think at this moment of time, we actually have to keep the deadwood as much as possible. Try and give them some opportunities, and then we have to slowly but surely filter out the crap and get some good long-term players in. Bowley has really destroyed any sort of potential Chelsea have had in the next couple of years or so. Chelsea were on the verge of collapsing though, even like near the end of Abramovich. Abramovich for me kept it together, honestly. And then what's happened here is that just we've seen a project and it's not worked at this moment of time. Or it'll be a project that will work, but just needs more time to deliver. There's no shots over Swansea. Well, I'm glad I'm not watching that game. And to be fair, I probably would have been saying the same thing about this game right at the start, but this game has now started to get to life. And currently, at the moment, my prediction is being fulfilled. What do you think of the relegation battle of the National League? That is bonkers. I saw it yesterday, and I think, was it 23rd to 14th or 15th that are only separated by 4 points? Insane. Absolutely insane. I think it's only Oxford City who look like that they're going down, which, I gotta be real, I'm not surprised. They were the team that beat Chelmsford City in the playoffs to the National League. And quite honestly, I didn't see them surviving in the National League, and that looks like that's going to be the case. Talking about Chelmsford, if I'm going to talk about my home club, they're second. I'd like to say they're still second, or in fact, they may have lost out on the second because they lost out to Worthing quite recently, but they did win against Truro, which, if you didn't follow Chelmsford, they have got a terrible record against Truro City. But they managed to win this time. So it was a very rare positive result for Chelmsford there in that game. I'm going to see if I could try and find the standings so I can show you guys how they're doing. Yes, National League South. Oh, they're still second. My God, I'm surprised. So here we go. There they are, all the way in Chelmsford. 20 wins. I can't believe it. And a 5-point gap. You see, that's the thing. Worthing, with that win there, was their win against Chelmsford. But then Worthing missed that chance as they lost to. Who did they lose to? Taunton. And Chelmsford, because they beat Truro, they maintained second. Look at Maidstone. They've fallen down quite considerably because they were right up there for a bit. And now they've fallen down to 58 points. Obviously, Maidstone, they were the team that knocked out Ipswich and had that incredible cup run, Coventry eventually beating them. Yeovil are winning. the lateral league. There's no chance. South. There's no doubt about that. But if you're second or third, it means you immediately guarantee a place in a playoff semi-final, which is very exciting. It could be a chance here for West Brom. Johnston keeping the ball. Shot. Oh, what a strike! Oh my goodness me, what a goal! I mean, my prediction's gone. What a goal that is! What a strike that is! That literally went out of nowhere. What a clippable moment that was. Look at Corberan's face. He's smiling at the moment and he's like trying to keep it calm. I was slating Watchalong. I think all the frustration he had in that game where he because I don't think he was playing that well. And he just saw the opportunity, just vented all his frustrations in that one moment, ran from the ball, and unleashed an unstoppable strike. Literally no goalkeeper saving that. That is incredible. We saw Johnston do one of those against QPR. Now Watchalong has done it in this game. What a strike that is. It even had swerve. Oh my God. What a goal that is by Watchalong. I don't know what Huddersfield fans could do about that. I think they just have to just accept that it's not going their way. It's his first goal this season, and what a goal that is. My gosh. I take everything back I said about you, okay, Watchalong. You have absolutely redeemed yourself. What a goal. That has literally given me goosebumps. It's very rare I see a goal and I get hairs of my arm sticking up. But that moment there was insane. Incredible. Wow. Now I hope that we get a great game. Oh, chance again. What a save by Lee Nichols. My God, West Brom are... I don't know what Corberan has said, but he has absolutely, I think, has given that team a real bollocking at half-time. And they have really, really impressed since. Huddersfield have completely collapsed. Here come West Brom again. Jed Wallace. God, who knows where this attack's going to go. Alex Moat. Jed Wallace again. Right, they lost the opportunity there. It looks like Huddersfield have recovered. And free kick awarded to West Brom. Whew, that took the air out of my sails. They're going to see the goal again. So Johnston again, just making things difficult, bringing the players out of position. He nearly goes for a second goal. It's a good save by Lee Nichols there. I think, I was going to say I thought the microphone wasn't working, but it is working, Nicolai. Right, let's get away from the National League South. So, still 0-0 between Bristol City and Swansea going into half-time. And still 0-0 between Aston Villa and Spurs at the moment. So no other goals to report or tell you. All the goals have come into the game I'm watching. Feel very privileged for that. And I'm glad the TV's working as well. If you remember from the first half, the TV did not want to show the football for about 5 minutes. Gina, in the second tier from the 04-05, only one club has ever achieved to be unbeaten season at home. I wonder if I can guess which one that is. Who got promoted 04-05? Huddersfield have got a chance. Oh my gosh, what a chance for Huddersfield. Oh, what a big opportunity they've just missed. You can't keep your eyes off this game. Sorba Thomas again. Against Adam Reach. I think it's Burzorg with the shot. And no one's there to follow through. Oh my gosh. I think it's Danny Ward. I think he must have been on the pitch because I didn't notice him coming on. He has missed an... Oh God. If he was literally half a yard further forward, that would be a tap-in. Yeah, Ward came on for Kasumu. So he almost made an instant impact. Oh, so they were unbeaten for the whole 04-05 season in the Championship. I mean, I'm trying to think who'd that be. Because I'm trying to think who got promoted 04-05. Because I sometimes get my seasons confused. I don't know if that's the season where Sunderland, Wigan, and Norwich, I'd like to say. Leeds, I was going to say, because I was literally just about to say, I've just remembered Leeds are unbeaten at home so far. Leeds could be the second team ever. Yeah, I mean, I might look at, let's see Leeds' home games from now to the end of the season and see what opposition they've got, because I do think it's realistic that they will. Oh, Millwall I think will be tricky. Hull, not straightforward. Sunderland they should win. Blackburn they should win, and then Southampton. That could be the game, honestly. But yeah, I think it still could happen actually. I think the way that Leeds are playing, they're playing relentless at the moment. And we've praised like Daniel Farke's Norwich teams for accruing the amount of points that they have done. Leeds are at the rate where they can even exceed that amount of points that both of Daniel Farke's Norwich teams have accrued in the past, which is insane. So it's 72 minutes in. I mean, the game has completely switched from the first half, where Huddersfield, I was really praising what they were doing. But right now, it really could be a cricket score now. John Swift and Brandon Thomas Asante about to go onto the pitch. And they were my original substitutions that I thought West Brom needed to save the game. But turns out the same squad just needed to try harder, really. And just to play the game a bit quicker. And now that they've done that, West Ham. Huddersfield are now looking more rattled. Okay, this could be a chance for 4. It's 4-1. It is absolutely game over if Huddersfield thought that they were going to have any chance to get back into this. I was fearing it could turn into a cricket score, and it really looks like it is going to be turning into that. I mean, what a stark contrast this is. From 1-0 up at half time, this is like night and day. It's Johnston again. He's absolutely unreal, Johnston. Let's see this again. The ball's held out very well. I mean, no one's marking Johnston. He's got way too much space there. Again, just dragging players out of position. He gets the tightest of angles. He megs Lee Nichols, and it's 4-1 West Brom. And what that means is that Huddersfield will stay 22nd in the Championship and may have a little bit of danger of going down to League One, quite honestly. I think that first half performance has shown me that Huddersfield have got the capability, but it just looks like West Brom, when they're on it, they are unbelievable. And I do think West Brom are playing like a team that should be in the top 6. And that, for me, just opens a 3-horse race for that final playoff place between Norwich, Hull and Coventry. So I'll be very excited to see which one of those will go in. Jed Wallace looks like he's leaving the pitch. He, in the end, actually had a really good impact on this game. It looks like it's going to be Brandon Thomas Asante who's going to be going on. And who else is going off? I think we've got a double substitution for West Brom here. Oh, Semi Ajayi is on. Oh, it's a triple sub. Brandon Thomas Asante, John Swift and Semi Ajayi are on for Jed Wallace. Michael Johnston is off, so he's not going to get his hat-trick. And Carl Bartley's going off as well. So that's all of the goal scorers apart from York Shulu, who have gone off the pitch. We've got 15 minutes of this game. So from Huddersfield absolutely cruising, they probably will want this game to end now. And that, I mean, that is just, that gives you the contrast of football. It just takes one moment. And you'd think that equaliser just really put West Brom back to life, and I would question whether it was an offside that lead up to that equalising goal. But either way, it did feel like the way that West Brom were playing, that they were inevitably going to get something. And wow, they've earned it now. They've absolutely earned it. Going to give an answer. It was it's Newcastle. Oh, I should have guessed that. 09-10 season. Oh, so you meant since when the championship was... Okay, I misunderstood the question. So sorry, GSGN. Yeah, no, I could have guessed that. I really could have. And I feel like I've remembered reading it one time, but obviously it's been one ear and out the other, clearly. Got just under 15 minutes now to see what other goals we could potentially get. 5 goals. I've been absolutely blessed. They've really given me a warm welcome. Now, Huddersfield really can't afford to concede anymore because their goal difference is really going to go for the worse, isn't it? Their goal difference was not too dissimilar to Birmingham's and QPR's and Stokes, and I would dare say Plymouth's as well. But now it's really taken a turn for the worse because they've conceded a -3 goal difference currently. They really cannot afford to concede any more goals, Huddersfield. Because with how close the relegation battle is this year, goal difference could be the difference. And if, Huddersfield do go down, let's say, goal difference could be one of the factors that does it, and we could point towards this very game being, a really big part to them going down. If you're going to be fighting and you're going to go for it, one of the things that you need to do is not only make the game as ugly as possible, but you really got to be stubborn to make sure you don't concede any goals. You're desperate not only for points and goals, but you're desperate to not concede any as well. No, that's easier said than done, but right now you really need to try and manage the game. And Huddersfield, unfortunately, they've been absolutely abysmal in this second half. They've had 2 very good opportunities, so maybe on another day, if they took one of them, maybe it could have been a bit different. So Huddersfield's next 6 fixtures, you've got 4 away games and 2 home games. Oh dear. I mean, Millwall's a big one. Millwall is the big one for me. They're away to Stoke and they've got Rotherham. Okay, if they can get a result against Rotherham, I think that might help. So I think Huddersfield's got some really big games coming up, actually. Stoke, Rotherham, Millwall, they've got coming up very soon. So, in fact, that's actually in their next 4 games. They've got Coventry in between all of that as well. I don't think they'll get anything against Coventry, but I think those 3 other games, they could. I think Stoke out of those 3 will be the toughest because their other 2 ones are at home. I do think Huddersfield are better at home than they are away from home. Can Sorba Thomas get something here? Well, he gets past Shulu. Through ball. Oh, what is that touch? Could be a goal for Huddersfield. And it's offside by the looks of things. Yeah, offside given. They momentarily put 4-2, but it's 4-1. So, was he... Yeah, he was off. Did you know Rotherham not won an away game yet this season? Yeah, I do know that. Even Plymouth have won an away game. Which was, I think it was Swansea. They won their only away game this season, Plymouth. Correct me if I'm wrong. Eric Peters is going to go onto the pitch. And it's Furlong who comes off, who he created the first goal. I know Vyman's going to be credited with the assist, but it's his through ball that finds Vyman that ultimately splits the Huddersfield defence apart. So, good performance in the end by Furlong, because I do think defensively he was a bit poor from when he conceded the goal against when Bazoug scored the goal, but he more than redeemed himself for creating the equaliser. Right, so we've made it to the 80th minute. I do think it's going to be a West Brom win. Or have we won 2? Oh, I'm really, really sorry, Plymouth fans. I need to actually check my facts. I think you may have done. Let me just check. Because I know if they got one against Swansea, but maybe I just forgot another one where... Oh, did they beat West Brom? Not West Brom. Middlesbrough. They beat Middlesbrough recently, didn't they? I completely forgot about that one. Yeah. Oh, Rudoni, shot. Oh, what a save. Oh, what a save. What a double save by Alex Palmer. Oh, my gosh. I try and check something, and then something that was shot, and it's another save by Palmer. Oh, my gosh. I've got to give Huddersfield a bit of credit. They're pushing still to get something, but I think right now it's too little too late. They're trying to play for pride at the moment. I mean, Rudoni, I think, should have scored. Ward had a big chance, which was saved. Sorbatons again delivers it. Rudoni, I think, does all right originally, but yeah, his shot is just not strong enough at all. Yeah, I completely forgot they beat Middlesbrough, but I think Swansea was the first away win that they got. But it was, yeah, they also got one against Middlesbrough. Apologies on that, completely forgot about that. Yeah, because Middlesbrough have been so strange this season. I've almost forgotten, but they've had these really bad results as well. Right, Rudoni. Huddersfield now having the biggest spell of possession since West Brom got their fourth. And Huddersfield have been given a throw-in. I think right now, I wouldn't blame Huddersfield trying to play with a bit of pride. Because right now, they need to fix their goal difference. Desperately. So I think they've got a minus 19 goal difference. And yeah, a lot of the teams around them have got a slightly stronger goal difference, I would say. Right. West Brom managed to win it back here. There was a period of 3 in a row in Champions League when one team won no away games. Wow. I mean, that's insane that some teams can go through a full season without winning an away game, considering there's 23 opportunities to do so. I guess that could happen. Oh, a good direct ball to find Tom Fellows. He's against Spencer. And Spencer looks like he's got the better of Tom Fellows there. Oh, good head-to-head battle there. And it's a throw to Huddersfield. Gosh, I mean, this is just another twist within the bottom three, isn't it? Just Huddersfield momentarily jumping up to 19th, now crashing back down to 22nd. They would have been 22nd had they not won the game anyway. So a draw really wasn't good enough for Huddersfield. But yeah, not a good result at all. I can visibly see the Huddersfield fans looking pretty frustrated with this. But they've got 3 big games coming up. If they can pick up at least 2 wins, I think they will survive. I think Huddersfield have got it within them to do it. Aston Villa has all the shots against Spurs. Well, they're at home, aren't they? So I probably would have expected it. Blackpool 14-15, that's when they got relegated. I think, who was manager? I can't remember who the manager was. I'm pretty certain Jamie O'Hara was in that team. Bolton Wanderers 15-16. Was that also when they went down, or was that the season after when they went down? And 16-17 Rotherham, I think that was that terrible 19-point season, wasn't it? Was it 19 points that Huddersfield got? Not Huddersfield, Rotherham got. What was still the lowest points tally? Because I did used to remember, but now it's escaped me. I'm going to find out. I think it is 16-17. 23. Oh, okay, it's a save. It is a save by Alex Palmer. Yeah, I think it was 16-17 where they only picked up 23 points. I mean, right now, I probably would not back Rotherham to get to that 23. I mean, they only need a win and a draw to get there, but 3 wins. They've only got 3 wins this season. That is, wow. I think it does highlight how poor Rotherham have been right from the beginning. I mean, to concede 10 goals in 2 games as well. Yeah, it's not great. Not great. They could be in better situations, honestly. Right, final 5 minutes. Let's see if Huddersfield can get a goal. Sorba Thomas is charging forward. Through ball. He could. Oh, what a brilliant tackle by Cedric Kipre. Brilliant. That's almost like as good as scoring a goal. That if he had not run that tackle, that would have been 4-2, I think. Fellows, and it's brilliantly defended by Headley, I think that was. Right, Rudoni. He's got a couple of options here. And he doesn't find Bazorg. Oh, we actually got a yellow card. I've got to say, yeah, I've not commented on this. We've not had a lot of yellow cards. Alex Merck's been given one, which I think is fair. I think he has had a couple of questionable challenges today. Yeah, certainly a bit aggressive there. Yeah, no, that is insane, isn't it? I mean, Ipswich have given Rotherham one of their points, and nearly another as well in the reverse feature. Right, Sorba Thomas header, all well defended. It's not quite cleared. Rudoni could go for a shot here. I don't think he can now. Huddersfield could try and get one goal to maybe make it a little bit better for them. Cross comes in. Header. Oh, what are they doing? They're wasting their opportunities. It's good defending in the end by West Brom. West Brom looking a little bit vulnerable defending set pieces is one thing I'll comment on. We definitely need to work on that if they're getting into the top 6. Because there'll be a lot of teams that will be attacking using set pieces, and West Brom, I think, do need to work on that. They do look a little bit vulnerable trying to defend them. I've got to say, guys, I've been absolutely thrilled to be back streaming. I immediately want to do it again. I've really enjoyed it today. Thank you guys so much for the support. We've actually got 11 likes, which is all right, actually. It's actually nearly the same amount as my... Oh, we've just had a nair ball by Brandon Thomas Asante. So, if you guys have not liked the stream yet, please do so. It really does help the growth of this channel. In terms as subs goes, we have actually hit 2.47k subs. We're on 2,470. So thank you guys so much for the brilliant support. We are 30 away from 2,500, which is insane. If any of you have not hit the subscribe button or liked the stream yet, please do so. It really helps the growth of this channel. But I've got to say thank you guys for the terrific support. We are on 88 minutes now, and I think we might get around 3 minutes of added time if I were to be guessing it. I could stream it. No, I will have TV access. Next season's going to be a bit of a problem getting FA Cup access because I don't have TNT. I could stream the FA Cup actually. I don't know. I might do a poll in the Discord or community tab on games to stream. Favourite matchup between a Lancashire club and Yorkshire club? Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. What one tends to get a lot of entertainment? I tend to enjoy watching Blackburn Huddersfield. I like to say. I think Johnson's going to be given man of the match again, which, you know, with 2 goals, he is on absolute fire at the moment. And I don't blame him. He could have got a hat-trick, actually. He had one shot that was well saved by Lee Nichols. And had Corberán not taken him off at half-time, not half-time, after he got his second, I think he could have got his 3rd goal, to be honest. Absolutely insane. And he barely touched the ball in that first half. And that shows you, when you give him the ball, he just delivers the goods. And what a signing he's turned out to be for West Brom. Excuse me. And the thing you've got to give credit for Corberán, considering that West Brom have not really spent a penny due to their off-the-field matters. 6 minutes? I have no idea. In fact, actually, I can understand why it's 6 minutes. Because there's been many stoppages in play with West Brom scoring goals. I should have thought of that. There's been 4 incidents in this half alone where West Brom would have momentarily stopped the play to celebrate a goal. That's why that's 6 minutes. So I was going to say we had no injuries. We had nothing that really suggested there would be a large stoppage time, apart from the fact that play had been stopped for celebrating goals. Still, it's half-time between Villa and Spurs, by the way. 0-0 currently. And still 0-0 between Bristol City and Swansea, 60 minutes in. Jack, welcome to the stream. Oh, thank you so much. Jack is saying thank you to West Brom. You could say thank you to West Brom, and in fact, that's a good shot already. I think John Swift releasing a shot there, saved by Nichols. Yeah, I mean, Matt was very pro Huddersfield due to Coventry chasing for the top 6, but I think this game here, does cement West Brom top 6. They've got a 5-point gap now from the chasing pack, and they're going to have to go on a real slump and form for me if West Brom are going to miss out. Was in next season they were going to broadcast more matches each week. I mean, is that specifically FA Cup, or was that could have been EFL or Premier League? I don't know, but I'll be the judge of that next season. I'll absolutely be the judge of that. Thank you, Jacka, for turning up, by the way. A lot of the people have turned up today. Last 2 away games is Rotherham and Huddersfield. Is that for Birmingham? I mean, I tell you that is a huge, that's huge for Birmingham. And I do fear for them because they don't have Mowbray because of his surgery, haven't they? And 3 defeats in 4 is not really the right time to be having that sort of form. Oh, Leeds Preston. Oh yeah, Leeds Preston is a good one. Yeah, I'll give you that. Leeds Preston is a good entertaining game. Yep, 6-4, 2010. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one actually. Didn't think of that. So we've got 3.5 more minutes actually of the 6 minutes that we've had today. We've officially hit 2.47k subs as well today. So thank you guys so much for the terrific support today. We're 30 away from 2.5k, which is insane. That's halfway from 5k and a quarter of the way to 10k, which just I can't believe I'm saying. So thank you guys so much, everyone, for the terrific support. I'm thinking, honestly, to do a video covering the relegation and the top 6, because this year it's been insane. Now, I've really done like no videos. It's been score prediction videos and live streams. But I think for how special this season has been, for how little involvement I've had with it, which I can only apologise, guys, that's really just down to my work. I feel like it's my responsibility. I need to cover something regarding the promotion and relegation. This could be a chance for 5. Oh my goodness, it was nearly 5 for West Brom. And it looks like Huddersfield do manage to clear it. Again, Huddersfield really need to try and sort out their goal difference. So they really need to try and get another goal here, I think. Or it was an overhit pass from Sorba Thomas. Doesn't quite find Rudoni. Bristol City finally have a shot. Oh, no way, Royston Gormit fan. I need to check that out. Yeah, so it's half-time between Aston Villa and Spurs. Still 0-0. Let's actually look at the stats very quickly with Bristol City and Swansea. What are we? I mean, look at that momentum. It is pretty much all Swansea, sorry. 7 shots to 1. Oh my god. I mean, but to be fair, look at that. 0 on target. Oh gosh. What a terrible game this is looking to be. I mean, by stark contrast, if we get the stats here, first half is a completely different story. You look at this. 0 shots from West Brom, just 3 from Huddersfield, but they've taken 1 on target. Second half here, 10-12. The game has opened up incredibly in the second half. The floodgates are basically open for Huddersfield's point of view. And yeah, all of West Brom's attacking stats overall have come in the second half, which just tells you just can't write a game off until we get to 90 minutes. Mansfield Town, I think, deserve it. I think if Nigel Clough sticks around and he delivers the goods, he should eventually get them promoted. Oh, this could be a chance. Oh, again, brilliant defending this time by Cedric Kipre. Got half a minute left for Huddersfield to potentially get a goal. They've got a corner, which they have looked pretty strong with corners today. Right, of course, Watford sat their manager. Oh, gosh, that's not good, isn't it? Yeah, your game in hand is against... Oh, what was your game in hand against? The corner's just gone over, by the way. It's Middlesbrough. Oh, that is a big game. Middlesbrough have really nothing to play for now. And they're not getting... In my opinion, they're not getting the top 6. They've won 2 games in a row, so maybe might not be as straightforward. But for me, that's a must-win. St Andrews has to be a result. It has to be a result for Birmingham in that game here. I do remember the 21-22 season when Mansfield missed out. They were really close, weren't they? Goal kick. And that is full time. I mean, what a contrast we had in that second half to the first half. First half, I was very critical of West Brom because Huddersfield were sensational. Their pressing was incredible and they did not allow West Brom to play. They didn't have a single shot. And Huddersfield did, and they earned their lead. Second half, I said, unless Carlos Corberán gives that team a bollocking, they're going to concede more. But they turned up in that second half. 2 goals from Johnston, 1 goal from, who else was it? Bartley, that scrappy one. And the goal of the day for me was OK Yokshulu's for 3-1. What a strike that was. If you've not seen the goal, see it, and maybe see my reaction as well, because you know how excited I get to when players score a wonder goal. Oh my goodness me. It has ended Huddersfield 1, West Brom 4. Before we end today, you guys, I'll be reading some comments, but we'll also debrief that as well. We'll look at the table, and we'll see what upcoming games we have got to predict. Oh, that's a shame, Jack. Well, hopefully that they can win on your behalf. Yeah, it's like they did hear me, indeed. They were really, really bad. I couldn't tell you how bad West Brom were first half, but second half, they were a completely different side. And Johnston in that first half might have had like 2 free touches. And then obviously he was given man of the match from his second half performance alone. I have no idea how the prediction league is going. I need to catch up on it. I think Wallace and Gordon has already asked me about that as well. I've got time today, so I might use this time to catch up. So I've got about 10 game weeks to catch up on. It's terrible, but I promise you very soon I will give you an update. So any comments, do make sure you comment them now. I'll give you about 4 more minutes. I'll probably log off at 2 o'clock just so I can have some lunch. Let's look at the table now. I mean, Leicester, only 1 win in 4. And I'm saying this here, I think Leeds will beat Leicester. I really think they will. Leeds, I think, have got a very nice run of games coming up. Leicester, obviously, could still get promoted. Hammer blow for Ipswich Town. If they'd have won that game, or even drew against Cardiff, it definitely would have looked much better for them. But devastating day of weekend for Ipswich there. Only their 5th defeat of the season, but it's come at a very costly time. Southampton with 2 wins in a row. They're looking like they're back into winning ways now. Excuse me. West Brom, 63 points now. 5 points clear of the chasing pack. I think they're going to be in the top 6. That 6th place though between Norwich and Coventry really could be anyone. Only 1 point separates them, and it's really going to be down to how nice each of their run-ins are. Then, if we go to near the bottom of the table, obviously Bristol City and Swansea could change positions if either one of them scores in the next half hour or so. But we're assuming they're going to stay around that position. Huddersfield stay in the bottom 3 with that defeat. 3 defeats in 5 now, and right now is a crucial period for Huddersfield, because I mean it's a crucial period for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 these 8 sides. I think Millwall recently have now started to relieve any pressure, but a couple of defeats later could pull them back into it.
So for me, my bottom three, Rotherham down. I think currently Birmingham, and for me, maybe either Blackburn or Plymouth for me. So in terms of the next games coming up, let's see what we are in store for predicting. So we've got one midweek game to predict, which I probably would do in a community tab post. Birmingham, Middlesbrough, Leicester, Southampton would have been played, but due to Leicester playing against Chelsea in the FA Cup, that game does have to be postponed to a later date. Then for week 38, we got the Wales derbies, Swansea, Cardiff, Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday. I'm nervous for that game. I might be able to go to that game. I might see if I can go to that one. Stoke, Norwich. That's interesting. Middlesbrough, Blackburn, Birmingham, Watford. Oh dear, yeah, that's really bad timing for Birmingham to be playing against Watford. Sunderland, QPR, West Brom, Coventry, Plymouth, Preston, Rotherham, Huddersfield. What a game that could be for Huddersfield. They really, really need to get something from this. And the next day is Leeds, Millwall. And then it's, I believe, an international break of sorts by the looks of things. Who have Leeds got? Have I completely missed who Leeds have got? Am I blind, or have I not seen? Wait, Leeds have got Millwall. And Leicester have got... Who have they got? Birmingham, Middlesbrough. No, wait, no, that's on the 15th. Oh, no, it is on the 15th. Oh, no, ignore me. The FA Cup's this weekend. Oh, I've confused it. I'm really sorry, guys. No, so Leicester don't play this weekend. I thought Leicester Southampton was one of the midweek games. I completely misread the day. So we only have 11 games this week. Yeah, we've only got an 11 game weekend this time. In fact, no, we've got because Coventry and Hull's postponed as well. So we've got 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, because Leeds Millwall. And then after that, we've got 12 days until the next batch of games comes round, which I think the 29th is Good Friday week, actually. So, yeah, look at that. Then you've got a very short turnaround between the 1st and then a short turnaround again to the 5th and 6th. Oh my God, I don't want to think about that game anytime soon. Right, well, it looks like we have got a lot to cover, but I'm really, really happy. Sorry, guys, yeah, I misread Leicester Southampton. I thought that was one of the midweek games, but no, it wasn't. It's one of the weekend games. West Brom looking good for 5th. Oh, they absolutely are. I do think West Brom are the favourites now, being in 5th. It's really just down to seeing if any of the teams... Oh, we've got a goal. We've got a goal. I've just noticed the table. We've got a goal at Ashton Gate. Hang on a lively minute. Bristol City, who have literally only had one shot last time I checked. Rob Dickey has managed to score for Bristol City. It is 1-0 to the Cider Army. It is literally only their 3rd shot and their only shot on target. Oh my goodness. Swansea, who have improved their form, ooh, that will put them... I mean, that'll put them at the same level as Millwall now, but yeah. It's going to be interesting in the next couple of games for Swansea and Millwall, because that, for me, would tell me, can they pull themselves away from the danger? Because if they lose their next game, Swansea and Millwall, I think they could be pulled back into the danger. And then Watford, you know, they need to pick up results ASAP because they can be dragged into it as well. So, yeah, safe to say, drama. Absolutely. When will your next watch along be? I don't know. I might announce it on the community tab on the Discord, but I'll look ahead and see what games we've got. It may be an FA Cup one. It could be Birmingham Middlesbrough if it's on Sky, maybe. I was suggested Bolton, Oxford as well as a potential game I could watch. You know, it depends what's on, and it depends if I've got time. But I definitely want to stream again in not too long from now. So I've got a bit of a break before studies resume in around April, May time. They resume. So I've got a bit of a breathing space now from studies. So I'm pleased about that. So that will be everything I need to announce. So I need to go and have some lunch and then potentially fix up this prediction league. So I've got a busy day on hand, but all with amount of fun. As always, guys, thank you so much for turning up today. If you've not liked the stream, please like the stream. It really does help. If you've not subscribed, please do so. It really helps the growth of this channel. I've got to say thank you, guys, because we have now officially hit 2.47k subs. Thank you so much for the brilliant support as always. We're 30 away from 2,500, which is insane. So thank you guys so much again, as always, for the terrific support. I'll be releasing my score predictions Wednesday, which will be for the 10 championship games, as now I've just discovered as well. I'll also predict Birmingham Middlesbrough probably tomorrow, my community tab. So make sure you keep your notifications on to make sure you don't miss a single video and a single post that I make as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw the end of this stream. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys again, and I hope to do it very soon. Take care, everyone, and have a good one.